French fries and burgers are a classic combination, often considered the quintessential American meal, though their origins are more complex. Here's a breakdown. The burger. Origin. While the exact origin is debated, the concept of ground meat patties has a long history. The modern hamburger as we know it likely evolved in the late 19th or early 20th century in the United States, with various claims to its invention, e.g., Fletcher Davis in Athens, Texas, Louis Lasson in New Haven, Connecticut, Charlie Negreen in Seymour, Wisconsin. Description: a patty of ground beef, though other meats like chicken, turkey, or plant-based alternatives are common, is typically grilled or pan-fried and served in a sliced bun. Common toppings and variations. Vegetables: lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles. Sauces: ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, special sauces, e.g., secret sauce variations. Cheeseburgers are extremely popular, with cheddar, American, Swiss, and provolone being common choices. Other: bacon, mushrooms, avocado, fried egg, chili, various gourmet toppings. Styles: sliders, mini burgers, smash burgers, thin patties pressed onto a hot griddle, gourmet burgers with unique ingredients. French fries. Origin: despite the name, French fries likely originated in Belgium. The story goes that in the Meuse Valley, people would fry small fish, but when the rivers froze, they cut potatoes into fish-like shapes and fried them instead. They were introduced to America by Thomas Jefferson, who served them at a White House dinner. The French part of the name is thought to come from the French verb to French, meaning to cut into strips. Description: batons of potato that are deep fried until golden brown and crispy. Common variations and styles. Cut, shoestring, regular cut, steak fries, thick cut, waffle fries, crinkle cut. Seasoning: salt is standard, but many variations include pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, or special seasoning blends. Toppings/dips. Ketchup, mayonnaise, aioli, cheese sauce, chili, gravy, poutine in Canada, malt vinegar, especially in the UK. Sweet potato fries, a popular alternative made from sweet potatoes. The combination. The pairing of burgers and French fries is popular for several reasons. Complementary textures: the juicy, savory burger contrasts well with the crispy, salty fries. Flavor profile: the rich, umami flavor of the beef is balanced by the starchy, slightly sweet potato. Convenience: both are relatively easy to eat with hands, making them ideal fast food or casual dining options. Satiety: together, they form a satisfying and filling meal. The exact origin of French fries is a subject of debate, with both Belgium and France laying claim to their invention. Belgium's claim: many historians and Belgian lore suggest that potatoes were being fried in the Meuse Valley in Belgium as early as the late 1600s. Villagers would fry small fish, and when rivers froze, they would cut potatoes into fish-like shapes and fry them instead. There's even a Friet Museum, Fries Museum, in Bruges, Belgium, dedicated to their history. France's claim: some sources point to mentions of fried potatoes in French cookbooks as early as 1795. It's also believed that street vendors in Paris were selling fried potatoes around the Pont-Neuf Bridge in the 1780s. Thomas Jefferson is also noted to have served potatoes served in the French manner at a White House dinner in 1802. The term French fry in the United States is thought to have come about due to American soldiers in World War I encountering the fried potatoes in Belgium, where French was spoken, leading them to mistakenly attribute the dish to France. While there's no single definitively identified inventor, the consensus leans towards Belgium as the likely birthplace of the fried potato stick we know today, even if the French name stuck. The invention of the burger, as we know it today, is a topic with many competing claims and no single definitive answer. While the concept of ground meat patties has ancient roots, even dating back to Mongolian horsemen and ancient Rome, the modern hamburger, served on a bun, largely developed in the United States in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Here are some of the most prominent contenders for the title of inventor. Louis Lasson, New Haven, Connecticut. Often cited, Louis Lasson of Louis's Lunch is said to have created the first hamburger sandwich in 1900. The story goes that a hurried customer wanted a quick meal, and Lasson put a grilled ground beef patty between two slices of toast. Charlie Negreen, Seymour, Wisconsin, known as Hamburger Charlie, Negreen reportedly sold meatballs flattened and placed between two slices of bread at the Seymour Fair in 1885 to make them easier to eat while walking. Seymour even has a Hamburger Hall of Fame. Frank and Charles Menches, Hamburg, New York. These brothers claim to have invented the hamburger at the Erie County Fair in Hamburg, New York, in 1885. They supposedly ran out of pork sausage for their sandwiches and substituted ground beef, naming it after the town. Oscar Weber Bilby, Tulsa, Oklahoma. The family of Oscar Weber Bilby claims he served the first known hamburger on a bun on July 4, 1891, on his farm. Fletcher Davis, Athens, Texas. Old Dave is said to have invented an early version of the burger in the 1880s at his lunch counter in Athens, later bringing it to wider attention at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. It's likely that various individuals, independent of each other, came up with similar ideas around the same time, particularly at fairs and public gatherings where convenient, portable food was in demand. The Hamburg steak, a German minced beef dish, is generally considered a precursor to the American hamburger, brought over by German immigrants. Generally, French fries and most commercially prepared burgers are not considered healthy foods when consumed regularly or in large portions. They are typically high in calories, unhealthy fats, sodium, and often refined carbohydrates, while being low in essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Here's a breakdown of why. French fries. High in calories and fat, they are deep-fried, which significantly increases their calorie and fat content, especially unhealthy saturated and trans fats. Acrylamide formation. Frying at high temperatures can lead to the formation of acrylamide, a chemical compound linked to potential health risks. High in sodium. French fries are usually heavily salted, contributing to high sodium intake, which can raise blood pressure and increase the risk of heart disease. Low in nutrients. Due to processing, while potatoes themselves contain some vitamins, like C and B6, and minerals, like potassium. The processing and frying significantly diminish their overall nutritional value. High glycemic index. The refined carbohydrates in fries can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. Burgers, especially fast food or highly processed ones. High in saturated and trans fats. The beef patty, especially if it's not lean, and added cheese, bacon, and certain sauces contribute to high levels of unhealthy fats, which can raise bad cholesterol, LDL, and increase the risk of heart disease. High in sodium. Burgers often contain significant amounts of sodium from the patty, bun, cheese, pickles, and sauces. High in calories. Depending on the size, toppings, and condiments, burgers can be very calorie-dense, contributing to weight gain and obesity if consumed frequently. Refined carbohydrates. The white bread bun typically used for burgers is a refined carbohydrate, which can lead to blood sugar spikes and offers little fiber. Lack of fiber and other nutrients. Most burgers are low in fiber and can lack a wide array of vitamins and antioxidants found in more balanced meals with plenty of vegetables. Overall health impacts of a diet high in burgers and fries. Regular consumption of these types of foods is associated with an increased risk of obesity and weight gain, heart disease and high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, digestive issues, due to low fiber, inflammation, certain cancers, linked to high red meat and processed food intake. Can they be part of a healthy diet? In moderation, and with conscious choices, it's possible to fit them into a balanced diet. Choose leaner options, opt for lean ground beef, turkey burgers, or plant-based burgers. Be mindful of ingredients in veggie burgers, as some can still be highly processed. Mind the toppings, load up on fresh vegetables like lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickles. Limit high-calorie, high-fat sauces, excessive cheese, and bacon. Whole grain bun. Choose a whole grain bun for added fiber. Smaller portions, opt for smaller burger sizes. While taste is subjective, the widespread popularity of French fries and burgers strongly suggests that a vast number of people find them delicious. Here's why many people find them appealing. Flavor profile. Umami, the savory, meaty flavor of the burger patty provides a rich umami taste. Saltiness. French fries are often generously salted, which enhances their flavor and makes them highly craveable. Fat. Both items are typically high in fat, which contributes to their rich taste and satisfying mouthfeel. Fat also carries flavor effectively. Sweetness/tanginess. Ketchup, mustard, and other common condiments add sweet and/or tangy notes that balance the richness. Texture. Contrast. The juicy, tender interior of a burger patty often contrasts with the crisp exterior of a bun and the crunch of fresh vegetables. Crispiness. French fries are prized for their crispy exterior and fluffy interior, providing a satisfying textural experience. Aromatic appeal. The smell of grilling meat and hot, salty fries is often very enticing. Nostalgia and comfort. For many, burgers and fries evoke feelings of comfort, childhood memories, and social gatherings, contributing to their perceived deliciousness. Customization. The ability to customize burgers with various toppings, cheeses, and sauces allows individuals to create a flavor combination that perfectly suits their preferences. It's this combination of savory, salty, fatty, and often slightly sweet or tangy flavors, along with satisfying textures, that makes French fries and burgers a beloved and delicious meal for millions worldwide.